Hello, my name is Christy and I welcome you to my channel. Thank you for spending time with me. In today's video, we are continuing with our chats with the widower, what he can do to make moving forward easy for himself and for everyone. In the last video, we looked at the emotional state. We try to review the emotional state of the widower who is healed and ready to move forward. Because the emotional aspect of him is one of the most important, because that's what will drive his disposition to others, to situations, to circumstances, and on and on and on. By disposition, we are referring to his temperament, his character, his humor, his mentality, so on and so forth. So, the emotional state of the widower cannot be overemphasized. Having said that, if the widower desires to remarry, we are saying that he should please marry for the right reasons, not just to acquire a sex partner. Of course, we know that sex is central to marriage, it's very important. But marriage is a lot sweeter than that. It goes beyond just having sexual relationship. So we are saying that the widower should not marry only and solely because he wants to satisfy his sexual urge. Marriage, like I said, is sweet. It goes beyond sexual intercourse. It's not to be endured. It's not that we are just tolerating one another. So we are asking that the widower, in an event that he wants to remarry, he should please marry for the right reasons. And he can even go ahead and have counseling sessions with a marriage counselor. He should go through counseling again, because the first time he got married, he actually married as a bachelor. Now he's marrying as a widower, so the situations and the circumstances are quite different. So he should not assume that he knows. He should take time to have sessions with the marriage counselor, and in doing this, he can enumerate his own concerns, needs to the counselor, so that adequate attention, special attention will be paid to his own particular needs and concerns. Yes. Again, I'm asking that you should please not introduce the lady that you're intending to marry to your children and others. Others will include family, friends, acquaintances, colleagues, and so on and so forth, until you are sure that you want to be with that lady, that you want to marry with that person, you want to get married with her. And the two of you must have agreed that you want to be together before you start to introduce her to your children, your neighbors, family members, friends, and so on and so forth. Because this is very important. And again, if a lady is just a friend, a colleague, or an acquaintance, please Let this be clearly understood between the two of you. Let it be clearly spelled out so that one does not get led on. And then on the long run, bad blood is generated. In an event that one of you gets carried away, you should come together, discuss it, and address it. If the other person doesn't feel the same way, please put that relationship back on track so that bad blood is not generated later, bitterness is not built up later. So, this is very important. Please clearly identify and describe your relationships with other ladies, women, and ensure to stay within the limits of the relationships that you have with them. Somebody is a friend, let the person know that she is a friend, and let her and let the two of you remain as friends. If somebody is a cook, let her know that she's a cook, and let her and the two of you remain within that relationship. If the two of you are not feeling otherwise, you're not getting involved and things and all that, if one of you is getting involved and the other person is not getting involved, please come together, discuss it, and put the relationship in proper perspective so that no one feels led on, cheated, taken advantage, undue advantage of later. This is very important to avoid misunderstanding, to avoid bad blood, bitterness, and so on and so forth. So please clearly define your relationship with ladies and let your interaction with them remain within the description of that relationship. Okay, if you have eventually decided on who to marry, you want to remarry now, and you have both agreed, you may now introduce her to your children. Of course, I expect that you'll have spoken about this to your children, before bringing her home or introducing her in wherever venue you want to do the introduction. But it's important that you note that this should not be categorized as an examination session where she's required, the lady you want to get married to, don't subject her to an examination session where she is required to fight and secure the approval of your children. Don't put her under that pressure. They are just getting to know her and she's just getting to know them. So I think the focus here is on how they will bond easily. That should be the focus, how they can bond easily, not subjecting her to a cross examination approval of your children. Your children are actually watching how you are disposed to this lady, and they most likely will pick up their own interaction, the pattern by which they want to interact with her from what they have observed. Yes. So please be very careful. This is a very sensitive, this meeting point of the lady with your children is very sensitive. It's like the foundation of the relationship that this family is going to be built on later on. So please be very careful. We are not saying that you should laud her, that is, this woman, this lady that you want to get married to. We're not saying that you should lord her over your children. However, your relationship with her should not be at the mercy of your children. Yes, it should not be at the mercy of your children, where you're not lording her over your children. Your children should not be the approval stamp to that relationship. Yes. Please replicate this when introducing her to your family members, your friends, your colleagues, acquaintances, and so on and so forth. If there are red flags, please pause to discuss them immediately. Red flags like differences, you have noticed some flaws. Please take a quick pause and discuss all these red flags immediately. If they are reconcilable, fine. If not, please be brave to take appropriate decisions, which could even include you terminating the relationship. Yes, it's important so that you don't get yourself into a worse off situation. Remember, we are moving forward to living a happy life. So you don't want to put yourself in any precarious situation. Therefore, if there are red flags and they are irreconcilable, please terminate the relationship. And then another point is this: if you can afford it, it's going to help a lot in making moving forward easy for you and for everyone. If you can afford it, you may change house, you may buy another house or rent another place, another house. You can change location. All these two can help to move forward in a less difficult way. Like I said, if you can afford it. Yes, if you can afford it, it's going to help everyone to move forward in a less difficult way. Hmm. In all of this, please, we're chatting with the widower. Please pay adequate attention. Do not be insensitive in what you do, what you say, how you do it, how you say it. Because everyone will be impacted directly by whatever it is that you say, whatever it is that you do, how you do it, and how you say it. Please pay adequate attention and be considerate, be sensitive. Thank you very much for listening to me. Like I always say, I wish you happy living throughout life. Thank you. Bye. I hope to see you very soon.